I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady. Anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the first lady. She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas.
There's a lawsuit coming. A big one. I don't see how anybody can watch this crap, this disgusting crap in 2024. The spew. It's not the view, it's the spew. This is disgusting, man. Cackling hens, you know, back at it again. Just evil, just hatred, man. Do you see what she's spewing out? And this is the problem we have now. And I prayers for anybody that watches this in 2024. It hurts me that I even have to show y'all this. It breaks my heart that I have to show y'all this, man. It hurts me, man. These ladies are a threat to society. Just saying. You know, but we know ABC, the woke media, the Disney, they're not going nowhere. But I'll be honest, this show should be canceled. And I know everybody's hoping and praying for this to one day to just be canceled. This is disgusting, man. Did y'all just hear what came out of her mouth?
She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want
care. She doesn't care about that.
She doesn't.
Y'all, how can anybody sit up here and watch this? And what kills me is that they all used to love Trump. Every last one of them. They all used to love Trump, especially Whoopi and Joy. If you did your research, they all used to love Trump. I don't see how anybody watches this in 2024. I really don't. They shouldn't even be on air. I mean, a huge lawsuit. I know y'all are disgusted at what you just saw and heard, man. You know? And it's sad. This is the crap that we've been covering all year long. And not just all year long, for a long time. It's sad, man. It's a disgrace. An embarrassment. And these women are an embarrassment to women. I'm just being honest. It should be canceled. You know? Huge lawsuit is coming, man. But a lot of y'all been sending me this view from Officer Tatum. So we're going to check out what he has to say as well. But I see some of y'all are already coming in with your bags. Yeah, come on in. Don't do it on the floor. Use your bag. You know, people are already nauseous with these women, man, coming in here. I don't see how anybody watches this in 2024. These women are deranged. They have no class, no value. Especially this one on the screen. All the race baiting and race hustling she does too as well. I mean, it's just disgusting, man. And the stuff that they spew out, man, the hatred, it's evil, man. Disgusting. Y'all hit that like button, man. If you want the view canceled, hit that like button. If you want the view to get another big lawsuit, hit that like button, man. If you want it off air, hit the like button. Disgusting, man. Sunny Hostin back at it again, man.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's a
agree on
given.
that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out.
The hamburger help.
How would you, y'all? How do you? How do you fix yourself up to say that? I don't, man. Like, no.
Also think that she wants to take him out.
The hamburger heifers are at it again.
Hamburger heifers. Shut up, Officer Tatum, man. Y'all don't come here with them comments again talking about, is that you're his little brother or he's your dad? Y'all stop saying that, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though we have similar values, I still even on my old videos where we had Tatum on the show, I still see them comments rolling in, man. You know, y'all always comparing me to him, but he's an amazing guy, man. Bless him and his family. And if he runs across this video, I love you, my brother. And he has come across our videos a couple times, so and left comments. So huge shout out to my brother, Officer Tatum, man.
Before you get to the video, hold on 1 second. I got an important message for all my Pennsylvanians. I need for you to listen to this very clearly, and I need you to click on the link. Go to this website. This is incredible. I think we need one in every single state. It tells you very clearly the upcoming election. You can check your voter registration status. You can register to vote. You can find a location for early voting.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Glad that's in the video. I'm so glad that's in the video. It needs to be in videos, man.
I love their bad takes because it's good for entertainment. I'm surprised that they are still on air and they haven't had their pantyhose sewed off. I don't know how they still existing. Listen to this real quick. Just listen to her talk about Melania. And thank God Whoopi Goldturds is telling her allegedly, because she finna get sued. Roll the clip.
You know who has been bragging all over the campaign trail about how he's the one that overturned Roe v. Wade. But apparently his wife has different thoughts on the reproductive rights after posting this video.
No such thing as reproductive rights. Why y'all changing the words? Because y'all know it's wrong. And so you change the words called reproductive rights. There's no reproduction in aborting your child. That's not reproducing anything. Okay.
Plugging her memoir. Oh. Take a look.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth. Individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
There is nowhere, anywhere, unless they can prove it on this show, that she's talking about destroying the life of an unborn child. See, because real my body, my choice means something totally different. That means your actual body. Because when you have a child in your body, that's not your actual body. Because that child has a DNA that's separate from your DNA, that matches the father's DNA. And then we can go down the list. This is one thing that kills me, and I'm going to move on, I promise. I'm going to let them finish. What kills me is that a woman can be in the first trimester, a man can punch her in the stomach, and do you all know what he's going to get charged with? Say it with me, murder. Okay, he's going to be a murderer, and it's going to be on his record that he is a murderer. He's going to go to prison for murdering somebody. But yet a woman can go to a clinic, same trimester, same child, same stage of gestation, and take the life of the baby, and nothing happens. There's no shame, no nothing. Okay.
So she wrote this book probably a year ago.
Yeah.
So this isn't coming out of what's going on right now and all this crazy stuff they've been saying. So how do you think these clashing takes on abortion rights are going to play out with his base, with the people he...
How are they getting to the conclusion that it's a clash on abortion? She said, what does my body, my choice really mean? Where are they getting the fact that she disagrees with Donald Trump on the premise? And Donald Trump is pro-choice. If you ask me, he's pro-choice. Is he not?
You know what I'm saying?
He said 15 weeks. That's a choice.
You know what I'm saying?
He said IVF. He said that it belongs to the states. So if every state in the union want abortions all the way up to birth, Donald Trump said he's fine with it. That's what leaving it up to the states mean. They going to hell one day.
thinks are listening to him.
Well,
yes?
one thing
Joy?
I was... Wait, you raised your hand.
Go ahead.
That was so polite of you.
So this is, I actually 100% agree with Melania's take, but I do think this could hit some single issue voters. So in 2016, Trump got 81% of the white evangelical vote and 52% of the Catholic vote in 2016. These are a lot of people that show up at the polls turning their face at everything else and saying this is the one issue that matters. Trump himself has flip-flopped over the map, and he also conflicts with his own vice presidential candidate, so they can't seem to get on the same page. I actually think Trump probably feels like Melania does, but he made a lot of promises because he used to be pro-choice and he used to be more of a Democrat. I think he made promises and deals with the devil and has to pay up, and that's why he can't quite figure out which way he's going. But I do think this could affect enthusiasm for people that are voting on this one issue.
So 62% of Americans oppose overthrowing Roe v. Wade. 62%.
Of Americans who were polled. Not 62% of Americans. Because you guys didn't poll everybody in America. I didn't get the poll.
I didn't get the
The
poll.
Republican Party knows this. I think they put her up to this. I think it's a big scam. They put her out there, you know, as the face of like the American population that wants to have abortion rights. And they figure, well, maybe, you know, she'll talk him into. The only problem is she doesn't talk to him. But probably. But besides that, I think that this is just a big lie. It's another lie from that area. Don't buy it.
Well, by the way, I bet this is coming to a Kamala Harris ad near you very soon, that Melania Trump is in favor of not just abortion rights. She goes on to defend late-term abortion. She goes into great detail in the book about it.
Because she understands why less than 1% do that, just to be clear.
Yes, and I think that it's a couple.
Let me explain this. I haven't read the book. I put my life on it that Melania isn't advocating or justifying late-term abortions. She's probably, and I haven't read it. I don't need to read it. Nobody thinks that late-term abortions make any sense. But they're conflating late-term abortions with a medical emergency in the life of the mother. When the term is late, when the children are about to be born and there's a complication that happens, and the doctor has to make a decision between the life of the baby or the mother, that's not an abortion. That's a medical life-saving procedure. That's not an abortion. That's not an elected abortion. Many cases, women do not have a choice in that. The doctor is going to do what it takes to save the life of the person that's the mom. Because what happens is there's something complicated going on with the baby. And if they don't fix that soon, the mother will die. And there's no guarantee the baby will survive. So I don't know why they lie so hard like this. Most women aren't having abortions in the third trimester. Most women aren't. Most of the times that something is going on there, it's a medical emergency that has to happen. Now, there are some wicked, evil women that are doing it at 30-some weeks. That's a small portion of women that do it. That's not what Melania or anybody's talking about when it comes to anything late term. These women are barbaric. These doctors are barbaric to take the life of a 34-week child that can really live outside the womb. That's anyway.
Of things. Well, for one, this actually doesn't put her out of step with all modern Republican first ladies. Laura Bush, Barbara Bush were all actually pro-choice themselves and had declared that on the record before. But in the Trump era, if any other national Republican candidate running for president, if their spouse came out and said, I am pro-choice and I even support late-term abortion, their career would be over. But it underscores the hypocrisy with Trump and that just nothing matters within the Republican Party at this point.
No, because you dumb trick bag. Donald Trump is pro-choice now. Why are they acting like Donald Trump is pro-life? He's pro-choice. He believed that it should go to the states. He said he's not going to sign legislation to ban abortion. He said he's not going to ban abortion pills that are sent out through the country. Donald Trump is essentially pro-choice.
It's like we're tired of having to correct. We are sick and tired of being sick and tired, man. We're always correcting, man. It's I tell you, man, you just can't make this stuff up, man.
What are we saying here?
Point. I think it's twofold. I agree. I think it's strategic, even though it was written a while ago. I think they think this is going to give Republicans permission or independence to be like, oh, I guess I could vote for him because people who support abortion can. But it's also money. Who was going to buy this book outside of MAGA diehards? But now it's buzzy. Now we're talking about it because she's putting some stuff out there that's more interesting. So
you agree with me?
I do agree with you.
All right. Well, go right ahead, Missy.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's a
agree on
given.
that. That's a given.
Whew.
I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the first lady. She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want to have anything to do with them.
Look, I bet the producers are like, allegedly.
She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
Allegedly.
And she does.
Yeah, how do you know all this?
They knew it, bro. They knew it, allegedly. You see how Whoopi was signaling. And I love that I love that he pointed this out because I seen the exact same thing. You know, and they even got clips of this going viral all over the internet. You know?
She doesn't care.
Look, I bet the producers are like, allegedly.
She doesn't want to sleep in the same room
Look at Whoopi. Look at that look. She gets signaled off. And watch.
with him. She can't tolerate him.
Allegedly.
And she does.
Yeah, how do you know all this?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know all this.
Allegedly. That's why I say allegedly.
Eyes told Sonny.
Allegedly.
She said allegedly. She didn't say allegedly. Now she's trying to say allegedly.
And so I really think that this is her way of undercutting his bid for the presidency because then she doesn't have to deal with
But it would have hurt him more if
anymore.
she had just said, we all know he lost the election.
Right.
Yeah, like that would have really that would have
Because we know he didn't just lose, right? I mean, unless you're sleeping on the stump somewhere.
We know what happened at 3 o'clock in the morning.
This is how they're simpatico. Like Alyssa said, she needs the money because he's broke. So she wants to make the money. Now her memoir is all buzzy. Now we're all talking about it.
it's a
Maybe now
coffee
she's
table
not
book.
as
It's not-
bad as
it's
she
literally-
is. You know, I think that she wants to take him out, and she's doing a pretty damn good
I
job.
don't totally disagree
The
with
only
that.
reason I disagree there is
Sure, you
if
never
Donald,
disagree with
we forget this, if Donald Trump loses, he likely goes to jail. We actually try the January 6th case. We actually try the documents case. I'm not convinced Melania Trump wants to see the father of her children in jail. I think
She doesn't even
realizes.
sleep with him. She
Well,
doesn't talk.
I honestly don't know anything about their
here's the-
personal relationship.
Here's the thing that I would say to everybody.
Oh, boy.
This all started with a lie. Okay? When they brought in all those justices and they said, no, we're not going to touch it. We're not.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? And it's been lie after lie after lie after lie after lie.
Hey, why are these hoochie mamas not talking about Kamala Harris' husband who allegedly slapped a woman? Why are they not talking about Kamala Harris' husband who admitted to having an affair with his nanny?
With the nanny. You know, he's slapping and stroking his cock. But just what if it was Trump? It'll be everywhere right now. He'd be disqualified again.
and getting her pregnant. Why they want to talk the degeneracy of Donald Trump, but then when they do it on their side, they act like it don't exist. Even a dumb fake Republican on here. Anyway.
He continues to say, everybody wanted it. Nobody wanted this. You wanted it.
I wanted it.
You wanted to make a change because you thought this was going to put you over the top. And what you weren't expecting was to get your behind kicked on this issue because everybody didn't want it, because people know enough, because half the population is female. We know how our bodies work. So these are conversations we'll have with our doctors. We don't want to have with your vice president.
Your doctor who's a man. Stupid. These women so silly to me. Oh, my body, my choice. Men need to stay out of it. But the doctor that's performing this and the doctors that you're seeing related to your reproductive health are men. So should they not have any say in it? Should they not? They say, trust the doctors. It's me, my doctor. Well, your doctor's a man. So make your mind up. Are men not involved in this or they are?
Central candidate.
And to Sarah's point about evangelicals and Catholics within the Republican Party, you're absolutely correct. This has been one of the most animating issues for 50 years. There's a segment of the population that wanted Roe overturned, but it's not the majority of the country. And one of the most consistent things I hear from Republican women who always they always said they were pro-life. They always generally opposed abortion when Roe was the law of the land, is that now that they're seeing what that looks like, and it's this patchwork where it's different in states and people are dying, women are losing their fertility because they can't get access to care they need. Women who even opposed abortion are coming around and realizing some access matters.
Yes.
That is where the vast majority of the country is.
But I'll take it a step further. I actually think that, and I'm Catholic, and people know
You're not Catholic. You lying.
My stance on abortion. I'm against abortion. However, I think Catholics, even 51% that's been quoted, they now think, you know what? I don't care if you have an abortion, but I don't want the government to tell me what to do with my body. And that is a position that took me years, as you know, Whoopi, that is a position that took me years to get to. But I believe what I believe, but I will be damned if I tell you to believe.
But doesn't this make it confusing for people? I mean, this is the first time in 40 years that the federal ban on abortion is off of the Republican platform.
Yes.
So how are people who are Republicans supposed to respond to that? I don't understand.
I think it's deliberately meant to be confusing. Donald Trump first said he was going to vote for the Florida initiative. Then he said he wasn't going to. Now his wife is pro-abortion. I think he thinks he can win the issue by being all over the place and people being unclear. So they might vote for him at the top of the
I'd like to remind all those Christians and Catholics out there that it is a much bigger conversation than just abortion.
Yes.
And if you are,
this is why we shouldn't let women vote. Now, do I mean that in the fullness of me saying that? No. But I think that we messed up when we tried to give women rights because many of them don't know what to do with it. And when I say rights, I mean giving them a false sense of authority over men. I'm a firm believer. Women may disagree with me on this. That's fine. You don't have to agree with me on every single thing I say. But when you give women authority and even false sense of bravado to think that they're equal to men in leadership positions and things like that, they begin to go cuckoo. They begin to have takes and have perceptions that are insane and counterproductive. Women do not understand that their freedom is actually them getting played. My freedom to be as promiscuous as I want to be is destroying women. It's destroying women's reputation, and they don't get it. You wonder why women are unhappy, why they single, why they getting divorces, because they have been lied to have a certain persona and that it's okay to be a certain way, and men don't like women like that. And then they marry weak men and they hate them. And they divorce them eventually. Because they are told you need to wear the pants or we both wear the pants in the household, that we are equally in authority in the house. And then they marry a man like that and they're miserable because he's a beta. They want a real man with calluses on his hand. And they'll cheat on that weak man with the strong man. Or they'll divorce the weak man, wanting the strong man. But what happens is,
let's talk about it.
You washed up at this point. That strong man that you evaded all these years don't want you.
He don't want you. Let's talk about it now. Let's talk about it.
Let me say this. I got to get off my chest. They say, my body, my choice. Women, do you not understand that you are essentially, I'm trying not to say nothing vulgar, but you become more of a hit it and quit it for men now that you can go perform that reproductive care. Why? Because men are asleep with you and don't care. They don't need nothing from you. You get pregnant, that's on you. Go to the clinic. They'll coerce you to go to the clinic. They'll advocate for you to go to the clinic.
Wow,
they have no respect for you.
That is a good talking point. Again, we can agree to disagree, y'all. Comment down below. That is an amazing talking point, though, man. Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
And that's fine. Women think that's totally fine. It's cute until you're lonely and sad or you with a dude cheating on you every weekend. I don't know why women go down that path. Oh, it's my body, my choice. You getting played, sis. Dudes are playing you on that. They do not respect you. They will hit because they know that they don't have no responsibilities. Because they can do whatever they want to do with you. And then, look, you either going to be a single mama or you're going to get rid of it. And men don't have to respect you.
That's the problem we got now.
They don't have to take you seriously. And women run around and they get ran through. I'm not saying these women, I don't know their story. But women, they get ran through and then they want to still be on a pedestal. It's like, wait a minute, they lied to you. You can't just go sleep around with men and have fun and have orgasms without consequences and then think you're still on a pedestal. You go do all of that fun stuff and think you cool and cute and hip and you modern. And then you get with a man you really want and he like, oh, wait a minute. And JJ told me about how he had you in a 3-point stance. I can't marry you.
In a pretzel.
You just slept around with all these guys.
Yeah, folded up like a pretzel.
Value me as a man. I wish that women would understand this. It's in your best interest to do as best as you can to not rack him up. Because a man may really like you, but you are a reflection of his reputation. No man that got any successful qualities that really have a name in the game want a woman who's been out there. Because then when he walks with his chest held high and courting you to a 5-star restaurant.
Yep.
And you've been a ragdoll all these years. You've been a rental car.
Ragdoll.
He become less of a man. The women who are saving themselves, who are respecting themselves, they become trophies. And not in a bad way, but they make a man feel honored. I'm honored to parade my wife and show everybody the great woman that I've married, and I'm proud of her, and I love her. I appreciate her. She is the queen. She is the upper echelon of women. But, women that just be doing all this want to be treated like her. You won't. But they lying to you and saying you will. Black people get lied to all the time. Oh, it's reproductive rights. No, it's extermination of it's a genocide. That's why y'all still 12%, 13% of the population. It's a genocide. And the clinics are in your neighborhoods. And you think that you're virtuous and you're voting for people that want to exterminate you. That's why dudes ain't marrying these women. Because they just hit pieces. They're not marrying these women. They don't want to be with you. They never want to have your kid. You want to leverage the kid. Child support, all this stuff. Women just leverage these situations and trick themselves into a lifestyle of unhappiness. There's only a few women that actually work and are happy doing it. I think it's probably the 40% of women who are in the workforce actually enjoy it. I would argue the other 60% go to work every day and they hate it. And then they put up with it for 20, 30 years. And then when they're in their 40s and 50s, they realize, why was I working for Macy's and I got nothing to show for it. Macy's never cared about me. Macy's would never let me have a family without laying me off. And I'm not saying Macy's, I'm just giving an example.
Yeah.
Let me just say a department store, because I don't know if there's Macy's policies. I don't think that there is. I'm just using it as an example. I'm not saying Macy's do this. I'll just say a department store. You work at a department store and they don't never care. They don't care about you. You're a number. And women should not be treated like a number. A man can be treated like a number. A man is dispensable. You go to war, you die so the next generation can live. Women should not be treated that way. But y'all fighting to get treated that way. Well, go on, sis. Let's see how that work out for you.
Yeah, it might be one of the realest videos we did besides what's going on with FEMA and this hurricane, man, and this Biden-Harris administration. I tell you, boy, shout out to Officer Tatum. Thank y'all for sending this one over, man. We keeping it real, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all respect one another in the comment section. Let's have, let's keep it real with each other, but let's respect each other, man. Let's love each other, And I don't see how this show is still on air, how anybody can watch it in 2024. Prayers for anybody that watches the Spew in 2024. And a big lawsuit should come. Allegedly. Nah, we don't. It's too late now. It's crap, man.